welcome back to Dream Factory Doki Doki Panic.
Alright. World 5.
Super Mario Panic.
What world is 5? That's Saturn.
Mercury,
What?
Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Jupiter.
What the fuck?
Oh my
Yeah.
god. That
How do you-
fucker almost killed you.
Carrie, I
Unless-
literally was like, Earth's Mars is 4, Jupiter doesn't count, Saturn's 5.
Wait,
I literally like counted. I was like, oh,
Jupiter's the biggest gas giant, so what?
Okay.
Unless the sun counts as one.
Guys. There's a
World
way.
one.
There is a way we can figure this out. Okay. What was part 5 of the Mega Man World 5 commentary? Because you know all the star droids are named after planets.
Oh, Golden Wind.
Wait, I don't know.
Wait, is the Sun World 1 or is Mercury World 1?
The sun is not a world.
No, the sun's
The
a bright
sun.
star. All right.
I'm a-
Mega Man
I'm a
World
sun.
5, Episode 5. Just gonna take a quick little peeky peek at that.
Peaky Geek.
Peeky peek. Don't
Peek.
peek your corners, dude.
Peeky peek the Pokemon.
No, you gotta peek your corners, but you have to safely peek.
Okay, never
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Part 5 is just the boss fight against Dark Moon, which is actually just Yellow Devil. So let's go to part 6 instead.
That's cheating.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Dave, I had a LAN party, and my friends and I don't like Counter-Strike, but we only play Counter-Strike when we have LAN parties. And
Okay.
we're all awful.
The
And it's
fifth,
the best.
the fifth star droid that we fought in Mega Man World 5 was Jupiter.
So it is, yeah.
Yeah, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter.
I think it's worth
what's-
noting that we
wait,
did
Dave,
not
what's-
fight them in planet order because you have to beat Neptune before you even and fight Jupiter.
What's up, Will?
What's, how does Jupiter go in the planets?
Now there is a method to the madness of the bullshit that I just did. Cause look at this. Look at when I go through the door.
It bounced on your head.
I had to look up a guide to figure out how to get that mushroom.
Oh, you have to remove that one.
Oh yeah. Gray Birdo only shoots fireballs.
Yep.
Oh! I was gonna ask what was special about the gray one, but is it because it's so burnt, it's burned to ash?
Yes, she's turned to charcoal.
Like me.
Does anyone else think that Birdo looks a bit weird without the giant bow?
Does anybody think Birdo's just a little sexy?
I sure
Yes.
do.
Good. I'm glad that someone else sees
Just my type.
what that hole can do.
Oh, never mind. I take that back.
Carrie's
Delete,
like,
delete, delete.
I feel like Carrie.
Self-destruct.
I feel like Carrie became self-conscious about my lost her innocence comment and is now just trying to be innocent
You're not.
again.
Oh no, I forgot about that comment already.
I'm getting that shit back, boy.
All right. From
Two
this point
radishes and a
onward,
star.
from this
What
point
are you, a
onward in this
failed
commentary, the only stuff that Carrie will say is sex jokes, and she will speak once every minute,
Wait,
at least.
can we also make a rule where Carrie's only allowed to speak in a Danny DeVito voice?
Why?
She
Why?
has to
I mean,
say a
aside
sex
from the fact
joke.
that man's a legend, why?
I don't think I can fulfill these requirements.
Sorry,
Carrie,
Carrie,
you
you're not allowed to talk.
You have 59 seconds to think of a joke, and then during that other that 1 minute time frame you have, you can say a funny sex joke. As Danny DeVito, of course.
Help.
Suicide is badass.
I only got a few years left on this planet. I'm gonna get real weird with it.
My favorite Danny DeVito line is, when I die, throw me in the trash.
Who needs the trash?
That guy's gonna commit
Is that what he
suicide.
says it?
I like
it's
how
when
we
he's-
all just.
Wasn't that whole thing improvised? That guy's gonna. I mean, like that whole scene that the "suicide is badass" quote came from.
I think, yeah, that entire scene was all improvised.
I like how all of our Danny DeVito quotes came from Always Sunny.
I don't know any
To be
other.
fair, Danny DeVito's a fucking gem in Always Sunny.
Yes.
What else?
He
I'm
was
gonna
the saving
quote
grace of the
DeVito's
Dumbo
fucking-
live-action movie, which was hot garbage, but, I
Wait,
mean...
what one?
That came
the
out?
Dumbo... Yeah, that came out a while ago.
God, the rate that Disney is making these live-action remakes is alarming, actually.
And how not great they are is not alarming at all.
Like, I want to bring up a
fact, it's
point
just
about something, okay? So, everything about the every time you hear something about the Mulan remake, my reaction to it is, then what is the fucking point? With
Mission
one
to-
exception. And that was like when they said it was based on the original legend. But I was not saying that in relief. My reaction was that I don't believe it. I believe that Disney came up with that as like a damage control excuse.
Well, yeah. I mean, you see how they're handling... This will actually date the video. You see how they're handling the Sony negotiation breakdown?
Oh, that
with
like
Spider-Man?
just happened.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this.
Oh, so
Oh.
basically, Sony, they had a dispute regarding... Sony and Disney had a dispute regarding money on the Spider-Man property. So, Disney, doesn't have the rights to use Spider-Man anymore. Which I believe that this will end with Disney buying Sony.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So the way that the original deal was with how the Spider-Man series worked was, Disney made 5% of all gross profits and of the what was it? It
Yeah,
was
they were pretty
5% of all
gross profits, weren't they?
Of the initial like release. So, however long it was in theaters, I think I can't remember too well, but I know that. But then Disney said, "Hey, let's do 50." Or Sony said, "Let's do 50-50," which is fair, because then in the long run, both companies get relatively equal amounts of money, and Disney's just fucking farming loot essentially. Gold miners. And Disney was like, "What? No." And Sony was like, "But why?" And Disney was like, "'Cause money." And Sony was like, "But you guys are still making more than enough." And Disney was like, "No, fuck you guys." And so that's...
We need every single one of the money.
Yep. So, we're not getting... Looks like we're not getting another Spider-Man reboot without a third movie.
I feel like my entire young adulthood life is going to consist of big companies being eaten by even bigger companies.
Okay.
a
So there are
small
only
pond.
two companies. There are two companies that I don't see Disney buying, okay? The first is Google, because they're as big of a giant as Disney is at this point.
Yes.
And the second is Nintendo. You want to know
Not
why I
Amazon?
don't think Nintendo will be bought by Disney? They're too stubborn. They are way too stubborn to allow themselves to be bought by another company, regardless
Good.
of who it is.
It's like, you guys remember Unicron from the original Transformers movie?
Yeah.
I haven't
The
seen
planet,
any of the
the big
Michael Bay
planet
movies.
that eats other
He was a
planets.
fucking transformer that was a fucking planet,
Yeah, and he would eat other planets and just like get hungrier and hungrier.
Actually,
Yeah.
now that I
More
think about it,
planets.
I haven't seen much of anything Transformers related. Like, the only thing I ever watched that was Transformers was Energon when it was airing on Cartoon Network.
But yes,
And I think it's worth noting that I don't actually remember anything about that show except for one plot point where one of the Autobots becomes a Decepticon.
yeah.
And that's all I remember about that show.
Yeah, Unicron then gets super bodied and then becomes a floating head. 'Cause he
Yes.
gets, like, super killed. And also Bumblebee says shit too in the movie. He's like, "Oh shit, what are we gonna do?"
Okay. So I know you were talking about Bumblebee, but for some reason, when you said Bumblebee, I didn't think of Bumblebee. I thought of Starscream.
Ah, yes. Bumblebee, the
Starscream
Autobot,
was so
the
annoying.
Decepticon that turns into a jet.
In the movie.
No. Like, and now what I just imagined was like Optimus just getting like lightly booped in the head, and then Bumblebee saying, "Optimus has fallen! I am the new leader of the Autobots!"
As your new commander.
Because that's basically what Starscream... Like, if Megatron sneezes, Starscream will do that.
Yeah. Starscream's a whiny bitch, but he's still super sick. That's actually how I can describe a lot of fucking, like, underling characters, I feel like, in just shows that I like in general. It's like, yeah, insert character name is a super bitch, but they're also super fucking sick.
You know, like, I think we can all agree that it's just another factor, like, this factor of his character is just another part of Cybertron law. And you don't know nothing about Cybertron law now, do you?
I know a little.
Shut up! I also know that video. It's a very good video.
Shit, do you want me to throw you out in the middle of that battlefield? No. Then shut your trap. And then at some point, Jazz is like, "Shut the fuck up, Chip."
So, in the actual show, is Chip that much of a bitch?
All the Autobots respect his intelligence, but yeah, he's a buster, bro. He's like, he can't get anywhere without a friendly gamer man escorting him because wheelchair bound.
Well, I mean, I wasn't even talking about the wheelchair. I was talking about as
Personality?
personality. Yeah, is it like that much of a bitch there too?
Well, he's just like a generic smart geek nerd man. So kind of, I guess.
So I want to point out, okay, so when I first saw these birds dropping the bombs, I immediately thought of birds dropping hunchbacks in Castlevania. Which I'd like to point out is one of my most hated obstacles in Castlevania.
That's what I call the flaming scene.
Yeah, but no. What I love is that those bird enemies are called albatross.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because, like, so they're not albatross, they're an albatross.
I know, isn't that great?
They toss things, and also, if you kill one before setting sail, it's bad luck. No? No
Is
one
that
gets
old sailor lore?
Yes, it is.
Thanks, Gabe.
I don't know what a sailor is.
You know,
I only know the
it
pirate life.
I only speak to sailors.
is. It's a good reference, Evan.
Bomb.
Carrie,
Cube.
you're under arrest.
What? What'd I do?
You said bomb.
Bomb threat.
In the same city as an airport.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think if going to the boonies? Actually, I don't know where I was going with this, so I'm just gonna stop.
Did I tell you guys? So, like, whatever somebody... So, like,
For the record,
if somebody does something like...
hang on, I just want to point out that, those screams I'm making when I pull the bombs were my genuine reaction every time I picked one up in this game.
Oh,
Because it always just caught me by, like, sheer surprise and horror.
You're like, ooh, get it out!
Also, I'm gonna go ahead and say the joke now. Zawarudo. There you go. Time slowed. Time stopped. And time has started once again. There you go.
Everyone knows the best Zawada Do joke that we've done on this channel was my Mega Man 9 boss rush skip.
Man said it.
Will, I want to hear it.
Because that had two factors. One, we actually saw the Zawarudo aspect happen, and two, I used the voice clips from the PS1 game. I fucking love that voice for Dio. Like, you know, it's like people will always bring mention to the anime these days, and I mean, that's a great voice too.
Dude, fucking Koyasu is sick as fuck.
And Patrick Seitz is also great as well.
As well.
But just... I think it's worth noting that there was a time where my only knowledge of JoJo was that game. And I mean, can you really blame me? It's a Capcom fighting game. Of course it's gonna be great.
Sick as fuck.
I mean,
No, Will.
a PS1 Capcom fighting game. If we're a modern Capcom fighting game, proceed with caution.
No, well, tell me your bomb man lore in the airport.
I say this a lot whenever I get, like, whenever I'm, like, resignation from the situation. And so this person, like, cut me in line, to, like, board the airplane, and it, like, literally doesn't matter, because the airplane's gonna leave at the same time. And somebody was like, whoa, dude, he cut you, and I was like, we're all gonna die. And I, like, after I said that, I realized waiting to board an airplane saying we're all gonna die anyway is a bad idea. Nothing ever came of the situation.
Oh
But
my
it
gosh,
was
did I
like-
tell you guys
You should
about...
have told him. You should have told him it's like, now that you know you have time to get off.
Oh no, that would have
Oh
made
my
things
gosh.
worse!
PSA
No, that would have
swarm
made
like
things
a
better.
beehive. Like a swarm of bees. So, I had a friend who, when he was in the airport once, in front of a TSA agent, was like, "Man, I love riding airplanes. They sure are the bomb."
Carrie,
TSA agent's like,
okay, so first off, I know exactly who you're talking about.
yeah, I also know who this is.
I think you've told this story on the show before.
I know I've told you, at least.
Yes. But even if you hadn't told me, I would have known who it was regardless.
I couldn't believe it when I heard that.
Yeah, and I want to point out that before one of our recording sessions of the Hamtaro commentary, this guy and this is someone who I've constantly, like, compared to Gabe, because they have, like, a similar, not the same, but a similar energy about them. So, before a recording session, he was hanging out with Carrie, and we finally got to meet Gabe through a Discord chat, and they both tried to get each other into a 5 minutes to get rid of it situation.
Yep.
It was a duel of wits. I did that to my friend the other day, and he did not know what it was.
Oh no!
I hate when people don't know what it is, dude. It's so annoying.
It's annoying. It's actually the most nerve-wracking thing, because I'm always like, I don't want to explain it, because I don't want to say the word.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm afraid that the person's playing like 6th dimensional chess.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm like,
right.
so then I say the word,
Oh,
and then they're like,
that's a good idea.
fucking got you, idiot, die.
I'm gonna have to do that sometime. Thank you.
Yeah, I also am planning on participating in that activity.
Yes.
But yeah, it was a battle of wits, which I eventually won.
That's true. Gabe did win. He is the alpha.
You could say you could even say that it was a battle of I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but I think you already know what the pun was.
Dicks.
Okay, thanks, Will.
Yes.
You guys know
We
what pun.
verbally
You guys actually know what pun I was gonna make, right?
Dits.
Tits?
Wits. Nits.
I don't know what pun you were gonna say.
Okay,
Crap.
guys. Instead of joking around, like, just give me a genuine yes or no.
I don't know.
I don't.
I know what you're trying to do.
What?
5 minutes to get rid of it!
Fucking local Gabe dying.
Okay.
These bricks are the same color as those Valentine's Day jelly beans.
Yeah. Okay. So this boss,
Gabe quit.
this guy is called Claw Grip. His name is Claw Grip, but the game mistakenly translates his name as Claw Glip.
Clog lips.
But I think it's
Oh
worth
my God.
noting that in the original Doki Doki Panic, you did not fight Claw Glip. You instead fought Mauser a 3rd time. I'm not joking.
Can't take out this many Mausers.
It's too many.
Anyway,
do we
but,
need to call Gabe a therapist?
But real talk, you guys do know the pun I was trying to make, right?
No.
Actually, no.
Wait, seriously?
No.
So you said it was a. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit because I know
You're setting
there's a
yourself up,
reason
Evan.
why I did not finish the sentence, but because you guys are dumb idiots and
Oh,
maybe
I get it.
Maybe
I know it.
You do know.
I got it. Mhm.
I don't even remember what the context was, so I can't get it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be the dumb idiot and allow Will to get me because honestly, I get the feeling that he was going to do it.
No, I'm
regardless
gonna
of
let
if I
Gabe
said
get
that or
you.
not.
Can I get Evan?
No,
Please?
we need Gabe
Can I
to
get
get
him?
no.
But
Yeah,
Gabe.
that's true. We'll let Gabe. We'll be nice.
The thing is, cause like they said you guys said it was a battle of wits. So the pun
Oh,
that I was gonna
I
make
get it
was
now.
you
Okay.
could even say you know it now.
I get it.
Yeah.
Do we want to let Gabe get you?
No.
Can we like?
No, it can't be that merciful.
Okay,
Gabe is an honorable man. He deserves.
that's
something
true.
better
I feel like
than
that would just be even more degrading. We can't do that to Gabe.
You know,
No,
I
Gabe
can't
deserves
even
more.
remember the thing that results from the whole 5 minutes to get rid of it
Nothing.
situation.
You have to give it to someone else in 5 minutes.
Otherwise, your hand's bigger than your face, so you can't.
Oh. I'm sick and
Gabe
tired of
almost
these
can't even
jokes
stand.
about my giant hand. The first instance was